Welcome back for the final hour of this week's episode of the Long Voyage, and we were about to see the meeting between our Southlander heroes, or anti-heroes if you would, and the local commander Jarlath. And yes, what to?
Take it away, Arnie.
Well, I suppose we then, or at least Baggy then, since apparently it's Baggy who's leading the conversations.
Sure.
For the Southlanders, he approaches the commander.
Well, it's better he does it than Ilva does it, because she doesn't understand shit of what they're saying.
Well, there is Gylfi, but he's complimented Baggy on his excellent lying. So
yeah, that is true.
So yeah, you walk up to the man with the highly impressive and prize-winning underbite.
Yep.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, yourself.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those who arrived yesterday.
Yes. Sorry for interrupting your meeting.
You didn't. The asshole over there did. He's going to be on night shifts for the next 10 days.
I would say I'm sorry for, but I'm really not.
No.
Right.
So.
Yes. So, you're the commander here, I take it.
I am. Are you the reinforcements I sent for? I imagine
we
so.
are. We are now, yes.
Excellent.
We've only just returned from the front, and we're at your service.
Excellent. I think a band of Southlanders should help. So, yes. Well, make yourselves at home. Move in anywhere you want to. Except for my place. That's my
Aww.
A
shame.
Yes.
You have such a lovely home.
Yes, but, privileges of command and such. At least I don't have to share my lodgings with sweaty troops.
Oh. Is there anything about this place we need to know, Commander?
It's a reasonably quiet place. We're fairly far behind the fighting by now, as you know, if you're, from the front.
Yes, sadly.
That's fine. You see a lot of things here, since the road is going right past, we see quite a lot of strangers every day, so at least it doesn't get boring. Sometimes they bring some interesting things, so if you have money, then, feel free to do a bit of trading while you're here. Might help. Never know, you might make a bargain.
All right.
And should you come across anyone you think, if you can... don't beat up anyone who's not unless you're certain that they're, on the wrong side of the war, then, don't beat anyone up, don't make any, any fuss or anything, but if you do come across any of those fucking Egypts still rooting for that moron Karatok, then, beat them up and take their belongings, I don't care. Kill them, do whatever, don't give a damn.
Right. Why would you? They're Karatoks.
Traitors.
Well, indeed, traitors. Low life, scum.
Indeed. Well, they'll learn eventually. They'll learn, when they've
after a
been
few beatings.
Well, when they've been turned irrelevant, then, Liam is going to win this war anyway, and, so... It's just a matter of time.
Right.
But, so, yes. In any case, is there anything else I can help you with?
Not at the moment. I know where you live, so I'll come knocking if the need arises.
Certainly. Oh, yes.
Just as he's about to say something else, there's and again there's a call from the gate, and then the door opens, the gates open, and in walks a group of 7 Southlanders.
Fuck.
Of course they do.
They are wearing red cloaks with a gold lining,
That's the...
long razors.
Good, we can work with these people.
Yes.
Fuck you, Joan.
No. We can work with this.
I mean, yes, it's not impossible. It's a fun curveball, is what it is.
Hey,
Sure.
quick question.
More
mean-
Southlanders, I guess. Liam does think this place is important. Oh,
Of course. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sent us.
Oh,
Quick
I guess you
question,
want to talk to your friends over there.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So first, Baggy moves back to his companions.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the new arrivals?
Yes.
Long races.
Yep.
Damn it. Yes. We need to be very careful about how we speak to them. We
Yes.
must try and get them on side.
Yes.
Joan,
Mm-hmm.
And
do I scout any females among them?
1.
so, how do we approach this? Do we just tell them like it is, that the Feylanders betrayed us, destroyed Hyrbar?
Well, I know I promised a certain someone I'd talk with other battle maidens.
Yes. Again, we need to be on point on what we're going to say to them.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they're pretty, they want the best for Our Lady.
That may be so, but we can't make any assumptions. We are here now.
Oh, of course not.
So, do we tell them the truth then?
It could be a double-edged sword. Can I roll something to find out the conundrum? Because my brain is stupid.
What?
It does seem like an
Yeah.
in-game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just if it turns out that they want the Zut to win, then there's not much to do. But if they
No.
still do serve the Raven Lady, and the Raven Lady is wanting the other one to win, then maybe they'll see it our way. And being frank with them would be the smartest.
Also, if we get them on our side, the numbers suddenly start looking much better.
Yep. I'd say be frank with them, but be cautious.
Out of character, remember that although we're not all completely averse to lying as a culture, Southlanders in general prefer frankness and honesty as a...
Sure, but
Exactly.
right now we're on mission, so
Yeah,
True.
it's just if we, first of all, just start talking with them, right? Whatever, and gauge how they are, how they see the things, right? It's
Yeah.
just maybe by talking with them we can find out if it's a good idea to actually tell them the truth, or if it's a really bad idea to tell them the truth, and we can see them as
right.
being enemies.
I'm afraid we won't get that far. I think we need to be frank right out the gates, because
Yeah.
we don't have our cloaks with us. That's a thing, and yeah.
Also, Battle Maiden is a Battle Maiden. I promised
Are there,
Valeria that I would talk with the Battle Maidens and tell her that she wanted the other one to win.
that's the question, are there battle maidens in the group of 7 for variety?
Yeah, one.
There is one.
Okay, good. Then let's get on with it.
Right. Who does the talking? Do we all just chime in?
Well, we can all speak Southlander, but
Yes, I know, but it's still.
but you are the silver-tongued devil of the group, and Ilva is going to be speaking battle maiden to battle maiden, so it's going to be up to you two, and then we'll chip in as necessary.
All right. Well, let's get on with it then. Baggy starts walking toward the newly arrived Southlanders.
Yeah,
Yes.
Elva's right beside him, but her eyes are locked on the battle maiden with a huge grin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, she looks surprised. That wow, there's another group of Southlanders here. Clearly not something she had expected, or any of them had.
Well, when they reach them, I figure that Baggy can talk with the boys. And Ilva does the, hey, can I speak with you for a moment?
She looks you up and down and nods and says, of course.
And then she nods in a direction so they can go away from the boys talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, she follows. Smiles a little when she sees you. I mean, again, she clearly hadn't expected to see she clearly hadn't expected to see another Southlander here, or battle maiden here.
Well, Ilva just smiles at her. Well, I'm Ilva Frida's Pleasure to finally meet someone else like me.
Yeah, likewise. My name is Otama. And you, she says, and smiles crookedly, are not supposed to be here. So
We know.
you have got to be here under false pretenses, because you are really not supposed to be here.
Ilva smiles again. Yeah, we know. Yeah. The thing is, you're completely right.
Right. So I've got to, before we start killing each other, I've got to ask what's going on.
Well,
Who are you even? You're not wearing cloaks. I can't tell what warband you're from.
we are from Hyrbor.
Wait, what?
Hyrbor.
Yeah. I mean, I know the place. Who doesn't? But the what are you doing here?
It's a very long story and it's very sad. The crux of the thing is, I might as well saying this out loud and quickly,
Yes.
so we don't start killing each other on false pretenses already.
All right.
On the way up here,
Right.
a raven came to me
Okay.
and conveyed to me that the Raven Lady would rather meet Karatok in battle because he fights fair
Okay.
than she would want to meet Liam.
Okay. Well, that's. I mean, I'm sure you can see why I'm a little skeptic, because that's a pretty impressive claim,
I'm fully aware, and why would she talk with someone as new as me?
Well,
Like,
I mean, Gangarior speaks to a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, so she might as well talk to you as she might talk to a boy of 10 or a huntsman, for all I know. But
yeah, I know.
But it just so happens that Liam is paying me a Jarl's ransom in silver for this, so how fight fair? I mean, what's the problem with Liam?
The problem with Liam is he hides behind masses of people and doesn't care how many dies in the fight. Karatuk would rather want to meet Liam face on so a ton of people doesn't have to die. The same thing, Kara. The same kind of ideal our Gangaria has.
That is a good point. He does seem to, but I mean, the point is, he leads from the front. I mean, I've seen Liam fight. He's right up there in the front line, swinging whatever weapon he feels like swinging that day.
Mm-hmm. Then have you seen what he leaves behind?
A lot of dead people, but
A lot of
war.
dead people
It's
and
war.
a ton of dirty tactics. Ambush is another shitty stuff.
That's true. That's true. He does do that.
A thing I basically hate myself. But yeah,
Well,
I can see why she'd rather meet Karatok than she would Liam.
I mean, she beat both of them. You know, I mean,
Mm.
you
But the
know,
thing is, who is worthy of meeting her?
turnip. You know, it doesn't really matter which one she fights. She's gonna kill either of them. But
Obviously.
yeah.
But she
sorry.
would also kind of want a real fight out of it. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll.
Wouldn't you rather fight someone who has a knowledge of what he's doing than someone who just hides behind a lot of people and
It doesn't feel,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel as satisfying to kill someone who doesn't, who isn't an actual challenge. I mean,
Exactly. I mean, of all the people I've, stomped on, I rather prefer the ones who actually, give a challenge.
so in any case, you are from Hürborg of all the places, and
Yeah.
so have you? I mean, how many ships have you sent? And I mean, I'm well, if you even want to tell me, because I mean, strictly speaking, right now we're on opposite sides. Except there is no way before the powers or Gangadir that I'm going to kill a fellow a battle maiden. There's just no way. That's not what we're-
Ilva's face falls. It's just, yeah. See, that's the thing. There's only one ship left from Hyobo.
What?
Before we left, well, the reason we left is because the biggest betrayal in history, probably.
I mean, you're gonna have to explain that one.
Well, then she looks around, finds a bench, and taps it. Like, yeah, well, this is a long story.
Yeah, okay. Well, she sits down. There's not a bench, but like a rock she can sit on.
Yeah, it started out with the Phalens about to marry into the perfect Hyobor.
Yeah, I mean, they've told us about this. They,
Yeah.
there was sort of I mean, I don't know if you know, but there are a couple of ships of.
We're aware.
Oh, okay.
That's who we're pretending to be right now. Anyway,
Right. Yeah. Just for the record, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky nobody here knew this, but the Phalens don't have a single battle maiden. That's why I knew that you were out of place.
Yeah, and this is where it's probably going to make a lot of sense. You see, before the wedding, the Phalens apparently figured, nah, we're just gonna destroy all of Hyobor. And invaded the entire place and torched it. Everything is burnt down, and we're the last
Hürborg
ship.
is the strongest fortress in the Southlands, apart from Vanarnes.
I know.
How?
Someone from the inside must have betrayed us too. I don't know. All I know is it's all gone. And the Raven Lady herself has promised vengeance on them. I don't think they're a part of her anymore. I think they're all betrayers then, and if there's no battle maidens left in the Phelan ships, that kind of,
Could you just let's back up just a little bit here. How long ago is this? I mean, we've been here in the Green Shores for by now it's been 5-10 days.
How long ago was the torching of Hyobor? I don't remember in game.
I would say, how long was it? You've been 10 days underway here. It took about 10 days for you to get across, so about 20 days, 20, 21, thereabouts.
About 20, 21 days ago.
Yeah, but you see, the point is that the Phalens that we've been fighting alongside, they've been here even longer.
They might not know themselves. But if the Raven
It
Lady can
seems
talk
so
to me
weird.
here through
I mean,
ravens,
True, but
why not also the others?
well, I don't honestly know. But the point is that I mean, I'm not going to question the Raven Lady. I'm not. But she says, listen,
That's pretty unhealthy.
Yeah, really. No, listen. She says the thing is here. There are two crews of Phelan warriors fighting for what's his face, Liam, and big fucker. He's almost the size of one of us. He's wider than we
Yeah.
are. He's huge for a.
Well, have you ever seen the Raven Lady up close? She is huge as well. So is Karatok, by the way.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's huge for someone who's not a Southlander. Is what I mean. He's really really large. But basically you. I guess I get it. You mean the swords are larger.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, I guess.
Well, all three I've ever met are huge, even according to the racial standards. So why not?
True, but I mean, okay. But anyway, I was getting at something here. The point is that they have two crews here, and I've met all of them
Okay.
because, birds of a feather. So the Southlanders and we tend to stick together when we're in Liam's camp. And I've met them, and I've met all both of their captains, and one of them in particular. His name is Leger. He's actually he's an honorable man.
I'm not saying they know what happened. They might have been gone too long. I don't know. But it must have taken ages to even, start planning the attack. But he could have been one of those that weren't part of it because you were gone.
I suppose. I mean, it's best of my knowledge. They've been here for nigh on 100 days by now, almost.
They might not know then.
I guess not.
I had the possibility as well, but they don't have any battle maidens, which is kind of weird.
Well, I guess. Well, we don't. There aren't that many of us to begin with, and there are quite a lot of.
No, but I know Phelan is a rather big place.
Yeah, they are. They could also have had them initially, and they have fallen.
Yeah.
There aren't.
Who knows?
They aren't two full crews left. They have had losses.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, obviously, there is a chance that they don't even know about the betrayal.
They
might know, and
we
never talk about it. But
we can't know for a fact.
Nope.
The other guy, Starcat, the other captain, is a total shit. Anyway, so
I'm not surprised, but I'm biased after what happened.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you. But the point is, even he might not know. He might just be a shit.
Again, I'm biased.
Yeah. But well, for one thing, first and foremost, I am incredibly sad to hear what has happened to Herborg. It is a serious blow to the Raven Lady. As I said, it's the strongest fortress, or was the strongest fortress in the Southlands, apart from Vananes itself. And if it's fallen, then
she's not happy. Let's just put it that way.
The Phalans, it's suicide. How
I don't
could
get
they
it
be
either.
so stupid? She's gonna come down on them like a tempest and tear them apart.
They gotta have something or some reason to do it. It must have been a fucking good reason when you think about it, and honestly, I don't know. And there's maybe a chance we will never know why they did it. But they gotta have a plan. They must have known that the second they did that, it would go really bad.
I suppose.
We came...
can you imagine what's going to happen to any member of that family who goes to Thing next year? They're going to be torn to shreds, literally. Not verbally, but literally.
I don't think they would be stupid enough to actually go.
guess. Oh, but if they don't,
If they even live that long, you know.
Yeah, but if they don't, then they wouldn't have any chance of defending that. They would all be declared. They would all be declared outlaws. They would be. The whole
Well, we do
clan.
have one who left Phelan for a long time ago, and he's a well-liked person in our group now.
All right,
So I
well,
guess if the Phelans do have friends other places who are willing to take them in, and, can prove that they're honorable people, just like the captain you talk about. If he really is that an honorable man, he might actually be able to find someone who can vouch for him.
Well, we probably would, but he's
Yeah.
done right by us.
Well, I haven't met him.
No, but he's done right by the Long Racers several times.
Yeah, so there are ways they can defend themselves for what they've obviously been a part of or not been a part of.
This is just shocking news. I mean, I'm sure, I'm sure you can see that
It's a cute thing, yeah.
it's massive.
Oh, right. Oh, Ilva had a brain fart, but she remembers suddenly,
Yeah.
It was probably about, as far as I understood, it was something about them changing swords
Oh.
to the Sword of Strife.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure. It was,
Fuck.
if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
out of character, it was a raven who told Omar, right?
Yes.
It was, our Captain Ormer heard it from a raven that that was what happened.
Ormer is he's the scion
Yeah.
of, but that means that the family still lives. I mean, you
Only him.
Yeah, but okay. First and foremost, that's tragic in itself.
Yeah,
But he could rebuild the family. He could rebuild Hjöborg. It's still his land. It's
yeah.
and I can't imagine that the Raven Lady wouldn't be, willing to, give him whatever help he needs to rebuild.
I'm sure that is also what she told him.
Yeah.
But as we heard from him, she wants us to take this journey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that would be my next question is, why risk your lives in a war for other swords? If he's the last one alive, if he falls, then that ends the line. Anyway,
I don't really question her ways. She must see a good end goal for it.
Of course. Well, of course.
I don't know if I'll ever see it, but I'm
listen,
rather liking it.
Listen, I first and foremost, let me say, I believe you. I believe everything you've just told me because, we're sisters. We don't lie.
Of course. Nope.
And but it turns everything on its head. Because I cannot fight against the will of the Raven Lady. I mean, I can't.
Nope. It's also kind of a problem that, it's also kind of dishonest to not fight when you're paid for it.
Well, there is that, but it's, my loyalty to the Raven Lady, my loyalty to Gangadir, it takes precedence over, any amount of silver.
If she told me to leave Garatok and go away, then I would.
Yeah, well, obviously, clearly.
Obviously.
But I can't speak for the rest of the Long Racers. I lead this small group, that's all.
Yeah, I know. The Raven Lady told me to talk with any battle maiden I'd meet, and I did. She also told me that there were other ships here and other Southlanders, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, the point is, I can order my men to follow me, and they will. They will follow my orders. There's no question. But
how many battle maidens are with the ships you were with?
There are 3 on my captain's ship and 1 on the other. Well, there were 2, but
Yeah.
One of our sisters fell, so yeah.
Mm.
She died well.
That's at least something.
Yes. The
We had 3 in all, right? I need to recheck.
Yes, yes.
We have 3 on our. Me and 2 others.
Yeah. Well, should I go and talk to my men? I guess I should. What are you planning? I mean, I've got to assume that.
Well, we are actually here to raise this place.
Right.
It was easier to do from within.
True, but there aren't.
And yeah.
I mean, how many are you?
You can you see the guys looking at your boys over there?
Yeah.
Us.
You are braver than most.
We started out more, but they were cut down on the way here.
Southlanders?
You know, no, they were Teoclasian men, actually really good men, and a single she. But you know, coming here through the boonies is kind of. Have you seen the snow is green?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And well, we met some undeads and other stuff.
Ugh.
And they couldn't.
They
didn't make it.
They have
and a couple
creatures.
of angry druids.
Yeah, I've
druids.
killed one of them.
Yeah.
Bastards.
And the man who carried his head under his arm. A Dullahan?
I haven't heard of those, but that does sound really creepy.
And a fucking large snake that didn't really look like a snake. It was an adventure.
I guess.
And that's in a forest who didn't want us there, and...
Right. Well...
Fucking rain.
Listen, I'd probably better go and talk to my men, you know? This
There is a chance that the others would... Well,
of course,
if we at least talk with the other Southlanders, there's a chance that they would... Oh, well, that's what our lady wants, and turn, but...
Yep, certainly.
You never know. You never know.
I'd still, you know, I'm still better going... But, you know, thank you for... Thank you for telling me. This is absolutely absurd. But yeah, definitely. I'm gonna.
She nods.
Yeah.
If I remember something, because I'm really bad at that after I hit my head, I will tell you.
Of course. And we'll hop over to the others.
Yes. Well, Baggy extends his arm as soon as they get near the other.
Yeah, well, you get a firm handshake.
And then so what's going to happen is Baggy's going to tell pretty much the same story that Ilva just did. So we can just, if you want.
Yeah, of course.
Can it at least be less clumsy?
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Actually awkward.
Yes. It'll be done Baggy style.
They look just as shocked as Ultima did, because this is
huge.
Totally bizarre. I mean, this, as far as, I mean, for a comparison, right, for you know, for us, out of character, I mean, imagine if somebody came up to you and said that they had just put leads to the torch, or in the case of us Danes, somebody had just burnt down Odense. That's the, you know, the equivalent here.
Yep.
They look like you punched them, basically, but again, they believe you, because, you know, Southlander to Southlander.
Yeah.
You know,
why would we lie?
Exactly. You're you know, lying is hugely frowned upon. So, you know, it's not quite in the. So yeah, they said, but what the fuck do we do now?
Well, right now, here and now, in this moment, we stand together side by side, Southlander beside Southlander, and we kill everyone from Liam's army. And we sack this place. We plunder it.
Right.
And then, after that, that's for our leaders to decide.
But that's the thing. says one of them. I mean, the Long Racers are still getting paid by Liam, and while I certainly get you, the man you're talking to says, I totally, completely, utterly get you. But if we suddenly help you guys kill all these people, we're going against our own warband.
Yeah, and the Raven Lady will look kindly upon you.
Well, that's a pretty winning argument.
I think so. Yes.
That's.
Baggy gives him a friendly slap on the shoulder.
But it's still. I mean, shit.
Yes.
There is the concern that if we do, as we had planned, leave some people alive to spread word, we can't do that now, because if word gets out and they see that Long Razors fought alongside us to torch
That's true.
this place,
We'll just
then
have to kill them all.
So,
This is. I mean, he says you gotta remember here. We've fought next to these Phalans. They've you know, they're good warriors. They're solid. It's and
Well,
for them to have betrayed the Raven Lady, it's just
keep in mind that the ones you've been fighting alongside probably, or might not at least, they might not know of the betrayal of their house.
yeah, I guess.
They probably don't know what's happened in the Southlands.
I mean, they've been here a long time, that's for sure. They've been here about almost twice as long as we have.
what of their commanders?
The Phelan commanders.
Yes.
Well, there's Leger. Leger is a good guy. He's a solid, honorable kind of man. He's takes care of his crew and his men and don't put them at needless risk. And then there's Starcat, who's a bloody profligate asshole. Just he's lost. He's lost a number of his men because he's out for glory. And I mean, don't get me wrong, glory is fine, but glory does you very little good if you're dead.
Yes, it really does.
Well, it sounds like we have at least one Phelan we can speak to and one who we get to...
Ow, cat!
to.
It's not that I don't think, he says, I just should probably clarify here, it's not that I don't think Starcat has honor. He's just not a very good commander, and he throws the lives of his men away.
Well, maybe we can appeal to that vainglorious nature, but
maybe it's not up to us to make that appeal.
Maybe, but if I may be frank, Buggy, we are a long way from home and cut off. Any and all allies among our people that we can sway, I would take.
We also do have a mission for our new, for the man who pays us, and we have to report back on the success of this mission.
I mean, yes.
This for us, Sindri, this doesn't change all that much. We still have a mission to deal with, on the honor of our captain.
I have this guy that you're talking to. He says, "I have an idea.
Ow!
Mm-hmm.
There are no garrisons within about 2 days' journey from here. This is a strong defensive position. They're supposed to be able to hold out. And they probably could, except they've been dumb enough to let you inside the walls. My point is, even if us 7 and you 5 banded together, that makes 12 of us. and there are 50 of them, and they do have the towers and archers. We could have, let's just be honest here, it could kind of hurt, you know. An arrow to the face will kill a Southlander as well. But he says, how about this? Because we came here after a long patrol, and we've only just arrived, literally about, a few moments ago, right? What if we had come across tracks of an enemy force?
They would then have to dispatch some men to search for this force.
Exactly. We could take them out, lead them away from here, leave a much depleted what's it called, garrison here for you to deal with. You could burn the place to the ground, and even when these guys return, the ones that we're out with, when they come back here, there's going to be nothing to come back to. The place will be gone. Would that be a possibility?
It seems practical.
I like the way you think.
I'm sure we could get them to send, I don't know, if 25, 30 men, maybe? It still leaves quite a few for you guys to deal with, but...
Sure, but if I'm not, I don't think we'll face them head on at first. I think we might take out their leader before.
Sounds like a good idea, unless of course he decides to go with us. But
Yeah, sure, but
he's still gonna leave. He's still gonna leave somebody else in command in that case.
Yes.
Right. Well, it's just a suggestion, and I'm not actually the one commanding our group. That would be. Oh, there she is.
I'm guessing Ilva and
Otama, yes.
Otoma comes back. Ilva's smiling and waving at them. Hello, boys.
Hello, Warhammer.
What?
Hello, Warhammer.
She looks at Otoma with a big hurt face. I'm only a weapon to him.
He's only a... Well,
and then she
I'm only a
grins.
liar to you.
That's truth in that.
Then Sindri, he seems to be listening at and cocks an ear and says, "Do I hear a bush rustling somewhere?"
Ha 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 ha. You're so funny, Sindri, who can't hit with an arrow.
Boys, play nicely.
Why? This is fun.
She just looks very tired.
I think yes, we shall save our bickering for later.
I suppose.
Just a moment.
I first thought you said Ultima.
There we go.
Atoma.
What, like
Blah.
Yes.
What, like? Yeah, good lord.
Like, yes.
That would have been a very weird name for.
Yeah, it would. Nevertheless, that was what I heard.
So I can wield her as the best weapon in the game. And...
Honorius glorious.
Yes, thank you for that. Even in the Long Voyage, in a Viking setting, in a setting between fantasy Vikings and fantasy Irishmen, we still can't get away from bad Latin.
No.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
In any case, you.
Ultima comes over.
Yes, and it should be said that when Ultima comes back to them, she looks she looks kind of shell shocked, actually.
Well, don't her men look shell shocked as well?
Pretty much. I mean, you have a shell shocked group of long razors here. And and the man you've just been talking to, he says, I guess I better explain my idea to my commander, but he says and looks at you guys again. By the way, my name is Ogre, but
Baggy.
good to meet you, Baggy. And
You as well.
So yeah, we are. Yeah, I'll go and explain my idea. Let's get Ultima, please. Let's go over here and have a word or two, and then we can talk to the. Who's the commander here?
And Sindri look and points somewhat distastefully at the beefy man with the underbite. That fat bastard over there.
Mm.
So as soon as Ogre and Ultima leave, Baggy looks to the next long racer and says, "Oh, so hey, did I ever tell you about the time when?" And then he
of course,
starts rambling some
of
mad
course,
tale.
of course. And since you've been speaking, Southlander up until this point, so, nobody else here gets a word you're saying. So,
Nope.
Which is lucky.
yeah, of
Yep.
course.
Yep.
The so yeah, he Ogre takes his commanding officer, so to say. He takes the he goes off with Ultima and explains his idea, and you can tell from a ways away that she's nodding a bit and giving that some consideration. That's clearly something that she's willing to consider from the looks of it at a distance. And you strike up a conversation with the others, and they get pretty quickly, they understand that the idea here is to come across as if nothing's wrong and you're just old friends and that sort of thing. And it's the locals here are all the point clearly is they were expecting reinforcements. The point is you arrived a day earlier than the actual reinforcements.
Yep.
We were just quicker than them.
Yes.
For scouting.
They were further away.
Exactly.
So, yeah. He or the soldiers here are just going about their business, and there's another cart that comes in a little bit later. That one is actually they actually pull the driver off that one after a while, and pull some barrels off his cart, and he's hauled off to be questioned somewhere. So.
Interesting.
Anyway, that was interesting.
Yeah, I think it might be. Now that that is good. We must make some plans as to how to go about our attack.
I think it largely depends on how many men they're able to lure away from this place.
Lure away? She looks like a big question mark. She weren't there when you talked about it.
No.
The
So
plan,
the
if I might,
yes.
plan is basically these men and women are still technically within the employ of Liam, and it would, even though they're willing to work with us, it would behoove them to appear to be still on their side. So the plan is they will say that they found evidence of a large enemy force in the area. They will therefore try to lure the larger part of this garrison away to deal with that threat, we can then take on the defences here with a much reduced garrison, kill everyone here, set fire to the place, and so when the rest of the garrison return from the attack, having not found anyone, they will have this place will be torched, so they'll have nowhere to go back to, and our new allies will not be implicated, so that they can continue to help us from while staying on the enemy's side, as it were.
Well, when they come back, we can actually help each other with killing off the ones that come back, couldn't we?
Well,
Possibly.
we don't really have to. We've burned down the garrison. That was our main objective, and these men will have to walk back to their army, disgraced.
That would also give this group a good reason to go back, and they will have an actual chance talking with the others there.
Yeah.
Good idea. Good idea.
So
I thought about it actually. The towers are pretty annoying. What if we could set up something to, tip them over gracefully? We do have Rudy.
yes, we do.
Possibly. It might also be just as practical to simply have someone like me get up there quietly, take out the person in the garrison, disable whatever bell or similar alarm system they have up there, and then yes, it won't be useful anymore.
I didn't actually think about it being able to do that in a quiet fashion. You're right. That would be way more smart.
Even if they're successfully able to lure as many as, say, 30 of this, we assume 50-man garrison, that still leaves 20 men. We are going to be outnumbered at least 4-1. So, and stealth and taking out their forces piecemeal before they even know they're under attack will be our best advantage in this situation.
Yes, and taking out their commander before anything else, or whoever leads the place while the others are gone.
There's one of the soldiers come over towards you guys.
Soldiers from
the from the garrison. One of the garrison troops comes over towards you. He says, Yarlath, by the way, says that seeing as you've had a night to recover from your travels and so on, he says you guys will be on the night shift tonight. Just for tonight, he's going to find out how to divide you amongst the shifts tomorrow. Probably going to keep you together because you speak each other's language and so on. But
right.
For tonight, you have the night shift.
All right.
Right.
Well, you and some others, obviously. Having 5 people patrol the walls is not very efficient.
No.
Understandable. Actually, that Sindri doesn't say that because he doesn't understand what's being said. So
I said all right and remembered, hey, I don't understand what they're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just pretend I didn't say anything.
Or you can pretend that you understand what he said and make a noise anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, but basically he nods and he's delivered his message, and then he heads off to do something, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. And with that message, actually, I think it's not a bad place to stop. Then you have, the week to think about what you want to do for next time. Maybe, talk a bit amongst yourselves about plans and such like. So.
Well, I mean, my basic plan is to kill everyone, but then that's...
Well, yeah. But that is a very basic plan, let's face it.
And that really became much easier now that they've given us the night shift.
Yeah. I mean, true.
Yeah, but they kind of have to leave first.
Yeah, it's not a plan, it's a goal, but yeah. Either way, we have very conveniently, by the gracious whims of our benevolent commander, been put in a position of supreme trust, having only spent one night there. Because, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but clearly from what he said earlier about the guy that that had interrupted his coitus, then it's having the night shift is not really considered it's not a sweet deal by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, there was sarcasm in my voice.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So okay, guys, we are going to present you with, or I'm going to present you, me and my ego are going to present you with 3 XP for tonight.
Woo.
And we shall see you next week, all of you, including the hopefully no longer horribly NPC sick Frothy and all of our listeners.
The shit wizard himself.
I was about to say, somewhere in the background, there's a couple of soldiers saying, when the hell did we get such a brown pond from?
Oh!
Yeah.
Ew. All right, guys.
Brown dream.
Oh, come on. Oh, I feel sick now. All right, guys. On that shitty note, we're going to stop the recording. So, from me and from the horribly fecal-minded players, because I had nothing to do with that whatsoever, obviously.
Oh, of course you don't.
Of course you did.
We're going to say goodbye for now and see you next week. So, bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Doodle pip.